So a big problem that we all face in our business, in retail terms, it's called leakage, right? Where when you're moving hundreds of thousands of dollars through warehouses, through Amazon's fulfillment centers, you are going to have leakage, right? That means product that gets damaged, product that goes missing. And so you need to stay on top of that by opening up cases. And now Amazon, which we think is really kind of unethical, only gives you a limited amount of time to go in and to find that inventory and to open up cases, right?
Yeah, that's important to know. I don't think a lot of sellers realize just how little time you have to reconcile your inventory and make sure that you're getting reimbursed properly for it. So they do give you several months for a lot of types of reimbursements, but once that time period is over, you're out of luck. You can no longer request Amazon to reconcile your inventory and give you the money that you're owed for them losing or damaging your inventory, or several of the other reasons why you could be owed a reimbursement. So what I want to do is I want to look at 4 of the major reasons why you're likely owed money by Amazon, where you need to be reconciling your inventory, you need to be opening cases, and you need to get reimbursed, because we have people that we work with and us ourselves have literally gotten reimbursed thousands of dollars, and in some cases tens of thousands of dollars, because of mistakes that Amazon has made. So the first reason why Amazon probably owes you money if you use Amazon FBA, and probably the most common thing that we see, is because Amazon is damaging your inventory. There can be a number of reasons why this happens, whether it happens during the shipment to FBA or just happens somewhere in the fulfillment process. But if you have inventory at Amazon FBA, chances are that some of it's gonna get damaged.
Better get AMZ professional.
So the second reason why you're probably owed reimbursement is because oftentimes Amazon just straight up loses your inventory. So they're not saying that it got damaged, they just can't find it anywhere in their warehouse. Now this is something that Amazon will owe you a reimbursement for. Just know that when it comes to lost inventory, it doesn't mean that if they reimburse you that they can't find it later and then take that reimbursement money back. So just know that because you get reimbursed, that doesn't mean that you're gonna keep that forever. That's another challenge that happens when you use a service that charges you a percentage, because chances are that often you're going to have a reimbursement for lost inventory that you're gonna pay a service charge on if someone's reconciling your inventory for you. And then if Amazon takes that reimbursement back, you're out of that money. Andy's inventory is getting lost in the warehouse. Better get amzprofessional.com. A third really common reason why you could be owed reimbursement is because oftentimes customers will request a return, and so they might be within that return window, they might be past that return window, but we know that Amazon will still often approve a customer's request to return inventory anyways. So they're supposed to return your inventory back to Amazon, but what happens when they don't? What happens when the customer has gotten their refund already and they keep your item? Well, Amazon says that they automatically reimburse you for those cases, but chances are that you have inventory where Amazon did not reimburse you. So you have to go in, you have to check your orders where customers were refunded, but they never actually returned your item. And so they got the item and they got their original money that you are now owed a reimbursement for. So the fourth reason that we see a lot, and this actually is where probably sellers are getting the most amount of reimbursements these days, is that when it comes to checking in your inventory in receiving, it just never gets checked in. And so that might be because it's getting lost by the shipment provider, or when it gets checked in, it just never properly gets checked into the system. But this is a big one. You need to be checking your FBA shipments and making sure that the number of units that you sent in are the number of units that are being received. And unfortunately, it's not just as simple as saying, hey, I sent 30 units in and 30 units got received. Sometimes that number that shows in the FBA shipments, it might even show that it's all the units got checked in, but they may not have all actually made it into your inventory. So this is one where we're seeing a lot of sellers make money back. But again, this is a case where you're very limited in the amount of time that you have to file these reimbursements. Once 6 months is up, a lot of times Amazon won't give you your money back. And something else to be aware of when it comes to these FBA shipment reconciliation, a lot of times Amazon will ask you for invoices to prove that you are the owner of this inventory and that you actually purchased the amount of quantity of inventory that you're saying was supposed to be sent into Amazon. So make sure you keep your invoices. If you're a private label seller with your own brands, you should have these invoices, and these invoices could be really important in getting your reimbursements back that Amazon owes you. So those are 4 of the major reasons. There are other reasons why you could be owed reimbursement, and we actually work with pretty much all of the reasons at amzprofessional.com. And so with this service, it's just a low monthly flat rate charge that will help you reconcile your account. You'll actually get your own account manager that goes and works with you in your account. They'll help get invoices from you as needed for FBA shipments, and then they'll just automatically reconcile the rest of your account, and they work for you in your Amazon business. And in that regard, they're actually going in and opening up cases for you. Now, none of this is done automatically through software, so it's all TOS compliant, and it's all within Amazon's guidelines of what's allowed as far as submitting reimbursements.